Hey everybody, this is PyjamaPrime. Not here for a review, but I decided I'd kick back, have myself a shot of pop, or soda as you Americans call it. So I got my can here. Oh. This isn't pop. Well, I guess I'm gonna review some Candroids then. Let's count the Candroids 1, 2, and 3, why don't we?
You count the letters 1, 2, and 3. Life goes on, anything goes, coming up booze.
Alright, joking aside, this is the review for the Kamen Rider OOO's Candroid candy toys. Now, there's a lot of words in there you might not understand. I'm sure a lot of my viewers know what Kamen Rider OOO's is, but for those who don't, Kamen Rider OOO's, is right here, is the 12th rider in the Kamen Rider series during the Heisei era, which is the current imperial era in Japan. So they had Kamen Rider is a franchise that has gone on since like the 70s, and then had a good long pause, and then restarted up in the 2000s, I believe, with Kuga. But we're not talking about Kuga. We're talking about OOO's. OOO's, again, like I said, is the 12th, I believe, rider from the series, from the Heisei era, and as you can see from the figure art, he is a 3-colored rider, well, 4 if you count all the black, but the main colors are, there's 3 colors, red, yellow, and green. This is the default form of him, known as Tato Ba, or Taka, Tora, and Bata, or if you want to speak English, Hawk, Tiger, and Grasshopper. Now, what I'm actually going to review are these Candroid toys. Now, Candroids are these little tools that were made in the show by the Kogami Foundation, I believe they're called, and they use a certain type of metal to activate, called a cell metal. You got to access them through. Okay. Anyway, they're these little helper things, and they basically transform from these little soda cans into animals, and they're based on a different core metal, or what these little circles are in his belt. They each look like a core metal. So this is the Taka one, or Hawk. This is the Bata, or Grasshopper, which are both on OOO's main form that I've shown you. And this is a different one that showed up early in the show, but we just recently got the look at the core metal for it. This is the Tako, T-A-K-O in Roman in English spelling, or octopus. You can kind of see the octopus symbol there. And these two start off as like little helpers. Like if OOO's needs somebody to be found, he usually opens up a Taka and says, "Okay, go find this guy, then relay that location back to me, and it'll fly off. I'll show you when it transforms." The Taco, the only thing I've really seen it do was in the pilot episode, or maybe the second episode, when he rode upon a bridge of taco cans transformed. I'll show you what it looks like when it's transformed. The Bata was shown later in the show, a few episodes in, I think, and it's like a two-way communicator. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm going to transform them in order of series number. This is in terms of their deluxe toys, which are about the size of a regular can. This would be series 1. These are very much scaled down. They're called candy toys because they're small and they come with a little piece of like citrusy candy, and I can't show you the candy because my girlfriend already ate them. And she likes those. I don't. That's why she has them. But as a size comparison, this candy toy in can form is about 3/4 the size of Scout Skids from movie 2. So that gives you basic scale, and the deluxe ones I'm pretty sure are about the size of a regular can of like pop or soda. Like I said in the intro, you Americans say that. Anyway, so here's the Taka, and with the deluxe, the deluxe version, you would basically pop the top to unlock everything, but it's not really useful in this one because everything unlocks from underneath the can, so nothing really unlocks. So you spread the wings open, and I'm sure this happens in the deluxe version too, but press this button and you get spring-loaded wing tips. So you finish off the wingspan. You fold out the tail, spread the tail feathers, flip down the head, put the pop tab down here for feet, and you have the Taka. So it's a nice looking dude. Do I have that ruler from a while back somewhere? Maybe. No. Preparation. What? Anywho. Oh wait, I do have a ruler. Derp. Okay, so wingspan from tip to tip, as per usual. A wingspan is usually, it's about 18.5 centimeters. And long, it's about 10.5 centimeters long, like from beak to tail. So that's pretty cool. Articulation wise, it flaps its wings and everything kind of angles up. You can look up, and that's just due to the nature of the transformation. Or I guess you should say henshin in terms of rider toys, even though it doesn't say henshin, but that's beside the point. So it's a nice little figure. I'm like all my Candroid, these little dudes, I'm going to be displaying them in can form because I have no room to put these guys in animal form. So to turn them back into a can, flip the tail feathers up, shake it tail feather. Fold all these up, the head and the tail. Oh. Fold the wings back up and snap everything together. And just for the icing on the cake, put the tab back on top of the red part. I think that's the official way. And then you're back to the Taka can. Very nice. It's got a nice little glittery. It's got like a glittery shimmer in the paint, which is really cool. Yeah. So on to Series 2, the Taco Can. The Taco Can is the second can to show up in the show, like I said, and it didn't. I haven't seen it do anything since, like I said, the first 2 episodes or so. So to transform this Candroid, what you do is you pop the top like the rest of them. Put that over there for now, and I believe on the DX toy it just kind of all falls down. But with this, you have to bring these all down manually, and you have, flip this back up, and you have an octopus. Hey! I also think that on the DX, on the deluxe toy, it has like a push gimmick, like a helicopter rotor, for the spinning gimmick, but with this, just spin it yourself. And of course, if you don't want it to spin, just kind of plug in his head so it's static. Pretty cool. And to transform him back, you basically do the reverse. You fold all this up, Make sure it's all together. There's little tabs in the center. I don't know how well you can see that. And you just seal the top little tab of the pop can over the little tabs, which keeps it all together. Like I said, there's the taco or octopus symbol. Pretty cool. Now on to Series 3, and you saw part of the transformation in the intro. What you do is you pop the top. I'm going to hold on to the leg, onto the sides. Pop the top, and there's a spring-loaded gimmick in the legs, which is pretty cool. So then what you do to finish it off, take out the legs, you flip up the pop tab so that it looks like antenna. There's actually a little green molded antenna in there. Spin this around to get the legs, and then spin, I didn't notice this until later, but you spin this little triangle part, and it's on a rotating joint, and there you have it. There's the grasshopper. Now, like I said, I didn't notice these little parts because these pretty much came assembled, all three of these. The only difference between the grasshopper and the hawk and octopus, this came in 3 separate pieces. The legs, fully assembled, each one in a separate little part of the bag, and then the main body, which is why I didn't notice all these moving parts and everything in here until later when I was messing around with it. In comparison, the Taka and Taco came fully assembled, so I didn't even get to build them. And they're very different from these kinds of guys. This is the Super Sentai candy toy. Like, this is from Go Onger or RPM, Power Rangers RPM. These come fully assembled, or these come totally disassembled, and you got to build it yourself. And you apply all the stickers and everything, and it's a bit more fun just because it takes up like half an hour of your time, and you actually build your toys. It's kind of cool. I find it fun, but with these guys, they came pre-assembled, which kind of makes me wonder of how the other stuff is made, or how the other stuff is packaged. These guys came in much smaller boxes than the Super Sentai stuff, so it makes me wonder like how they package like the O's driver or the Double driver from Double, or even like the Meta Jalaber, which is his pointless sword. So it makes me wonder how they package like the candy toy versions of those. Yeah, there's not much to these guys. Like so, a reverse transformation. You turn that around, turn this around, fold up the legs, fold these down, and pretty much done with when you fold these down, and you just basically what holds it down is there are some clips. Basically, these little ends on the tab, they go over these little green tabs right next to the face on the silver part, and it catches them from springing forward. They can still go a little bit out that way, but it literally stops there. It's like there's some kind of mechanism in the actual on the actual spring that prevents them from going any further the other way, and they're designed to go one way, which is pretty cool. So, like I said, the Candroid candy toys, I will be buying a few more later when they come out. But until then, I will be reviewing more Transformers, and hopefully some of these guys, these candy toy Super Sentai guys, more of them. I have the rest of my Goseiger ones up at my dad's in Keswick. I'm probably going to be getting those back in Mississauga soon. I also have some figure arts. Most of them as well are in Keswick. So if I get those back, I'll be reviewing them. The only reason I'm not reviewing the ones I have here, because these aren't as cool as O's is. He's not the best example. So I want to show you better examples, in my opinion, before I show O's as a comparison. And I got Shinken Red, or Samurai, the Red Samurai Ranger, but he's also a special example because he doesn't have armor on him. So I wanted to show someone with like a rider with armor and shoulder pads and all that fun stuff so that I could have the Shinken Red in comparison. I guess I could easily show O's and Shinken Red, but I have a system that is going on in my head, so blah. And I'm very over time, so hopefully this will edit very nicely. So this is PyjamaPrime, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.